Greetings. Turns out the music festival that I'm supposed to be going to this weekend now coincides with one of the hottest days of the year, where I will be comparing in a tin shed. I'm beginning to regret my life choices. Beginning. So I'm going to have to bring forward a build which I've been planning for ages. These are the bits I got from RF Pots. This I did actually purchase online. It is a solar charge controller. And this, well, that's a 20 watt A3 solar panel. Let's make it into a camping solar charging centre and possibly aircon unit. Now that may sound quite complicated, but with all of these things, each little step is actually really quite simple. You just have to do all the simple things in the right order. So, should we do connections first? Why not? Female side, which is the sockety ones, like that, need to go towards the power source, onto the power source, so that you haven't got two prongs that give you an impromptu taser. I'll do it off camera. So what I've done is to fairly generously tint the end of that, and then I've put it inside the sleeve, and then heated up the sleeve, just at the point where it meets. You'll see it'll be fine. And now I have that. Did I put it all together? Put the male end in the female socket? Yes, pardon the... Oh God, that sounds rude. Anyway, did I have to take both of them apart again and put them all back together again? Yes, I did. Did I get all gung-ho and put it together and discover that the red, that side, connected with the black, that side? Yes, I did. Anyway, that's done, and now I know exactly how they work. And I've soldered the end of the cable to the end of the solar panel. Win. Did I consider not telling you about that cock-up? Yes. Did I then realise that actually that's the whole point of the video? Have a go. Because the worst that can happen is that you have to rewire it. That's literally it. Also, by the way, I'm fairly sure that somebody will have commented, by the way, oh, that's supposed to be a dry connection. That's supposed to be a dry connection. You're supposed to solder them. I haven't got the right crimping tool to do the job. So to make it secure, I've put a blob of solder in it. Guess what? Still works. And I suspect that if you are the kind of person who drops into somebody's comments to say that should be a dry connection, it's probably not the first time that you, or any of your ex-girlfriends, have encountered a dry connection. So now the job is to take this rechargeable sealed lead-acid battery, 12 volts, and that solar controller, ta-da, 17 volts maximum, and put it all in this Amtech bag, which will be fabulous. I'm going to put the controller in there so I can zip it up and it doesn't get smashed. And I'm going to put the lead acid battery inside there. So it's got a little thing to be in. And after a little bit of troubleshootery, like that broke off. That was annoying. Solar panel's over there. It's off in the shade. It's still charging, look. Look, and this is the fan. Put it there. Pressy button. Fan of working. This is very nice. Oh, you see like that? It's a very expensive way of blowing air up your shorts. But yeah. There's the battery. There's the connection. They all work. It all goes through. There's a little grommet there. That's nice. And I've, pop riveted the board through so it's all attached to the thing. And all you really need to know is it works. It's some components. None of those are particularly complicated. And if you'll go, oh, I never thought, yes, you would. But you have thought about it now. A simple, small solar panel, which runs at 20 watts, will charge a 12-volt lead-acid battery. It won't, with this particular controller, which is a lead-acid battery controller. And I've turned an old bag for a multi-tool from Amtech into a portable battery unit that's got the solar charge controller in it. Basically, it's not that complicated. Go and give it a go. And the best thing is, if you shoot one of these videos showing you other people how you did a thing that was not that complicated, turns out to be quite complicated and doesn't work, don't publish the video. Okay? Go and do it. And particularly, ignore all of the people who go, I can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. And very, very, very importantly, ignore the person who says you're not clever enough to do that. That person is probably only in your head. It's very important that you ignore that person.